And we're live. Hello, welcome everybody to the Root Winter Tournament, Round 1, Game 29. My name is Guerric. This is Lily.
I've been here the whole time.
Our players today are Zam,
Hello.
Tophest,
Hey.
Jazmorow,
Hello.
and JrBacon.
Hey.
Thank you so much, everybody. You know where to find me if you need me, so good luck, have fun. I will let you get started. All right, we're here. Hello,
We're here.
welcome.
We did it. This is a surprise to me.
It's a surprise 29th game.
I was not aware of this earlier today. Ooh, we got a mountain map.
We got a mountain map.
I'm honestly not surprised.
We do have 2 vagabonds in the pool.
With 2 vagabonds
I just need to
and the other factions, I feel like
Yeah. And then
we're going to be miserable no matter what we do.
faction.
So we might as well make it a little less miserable with the mountain map.
So do I drag the card with me or something? What am I doing here?
I believe you just click the faction on your board.
Yeah, you should have a little board in front of your hand zone that has the different factions on it, and you'll just need to click on the yeah.
Oh, I said I didn't need to take that, but I guess.
Nope. We're all good. We're all good.
All good.
You want the Morrow face up. And yes, this is JrBacon. The senior JrBacon.
All right.
I mean, I think the other one was just Bacon Jr. Jr.
Yeah.
That looks like the adventurer.
This is the first time we've seen Tinker in the game, isn't it?
No, we've had at least one.
No, we had another one. I'm thinking of Harrier.
I guess.
There it is.
Hello, Elivaris.
An
Hello.
all vagabond game.
I'm a little scared about what's going to happen, but I guess I don't know who's going to be playing. So I believe, other than putting these guys back in, I don't think there's anything else.
Batmaster, to explain why this is sort of a surprise, we originally had only scheduled 28 games, and over the course of the round, we had scheduling mishaps because ranging, 114 people is a nightmare. So this is a makeup game of sorts for the people who either initially missed their game, or there was a mishap from me with JrBacon. There was a miscommunication on both ends there. Tophest was somebody who volunteered as a
Tribute.
as a sub, but we didn't have a chance to fit him in. So
I'm a noob
I always fear what they're saying on.
so this is just a catch-all makeup game for people who didn't fit into the round 1 schedule proper.
Yes, and if you look at the round 1 schedule on the Makecraft game website, then you'll know this wasn't there.
Yeah.
And I was confused.
I'm going to pick Woodland Alliance.
Nice.
I'm not surprised. Honestly, a little surprised JrBacon didn't take Woodland Alliance.
Yeah, so talking about the draft a little bit,
Lions has done well in this tournament.
That is true.
it's a little bit of a funny pool.
Played Lizards, so
Avoiding
Play
the lizards.
warlords.
Just
Okay, going with familiarity.
I'm just saying.
yeah.
That's right.
This is definitely a more racing draft.
Draw 3.
Yes.
And lizards are not the happiest with that.
Yeah, Wooden Alliance are...
Sorry to get them from this deck into my supporters. Can I just drag them?
You can just drag them. Yeah. Passing on Wooden Alliance must be a family thing. That's true. JrBacon did also go Vagabond passing over Wooden Alliance, didn't he?
Instead of the
We should probably start calling him by
Rackety
his actual
Tam.
name.
Rackety Tam. We should recognize individuals by their actual names. But yes, Wooden Alliance is certainly the premier pick in this faction pool.
What's interesting though is that you could
All right, drum roll.
force the other. If you pick the lizards, you could force the rats, but we might be seeing a double vagabond game with a rat, and that I think is extremely cursed.
Yes, this...
I think after we've all chosen, right before.
I was going to say, Lord of the Hundreds are probably the second strongest faction in that pool, but they become extremely cursed the more vagabonds you introduce.
basically empty for me. So a lot of options here.
In Woodland Alliance, you need to put your score marker on the board too.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
gotcha.
good call.
DJ Think, thank you so much for the 100
How do
bits.
I make a hidden zone to look at what my supporters are?
Four warriors.
I'll let them call me.
Four,
I'll let them call
four
me.
warriors and one stronghold.
What Vagabond did Bacon choose? The Tinker.
Who is everyone? That's a good question.
Great question. Too many things to do.
Gotta get back in the swing of things.
Gotta get back in the swing of things.
I'm just here.
So now only I can see what's in there.
So Zam, do you know the lizards?
Must Fusion, there will be 2 sets of ruin items if that in that cursed world.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're referencing the cursed
The lizards and
the cursed ruling.
be the hero. I want to make.
Okay, yeah, they were referencing the cursed ruling. I mentioned this before. We're ignoring the deeply cursed ruling to the point where I didn't even mention it to people so as not to inspire confusion about what the ruling even was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, no, I'm just fascinated by the idea of a double vagabond with the warlords.
But it also wouldn't be relevant here because Vagabond was chosen before Lord of the Hundreds.
Moss Fusion, there's some official rulings that we do off script for, and that this is one of them.
That's the only one.
No, technically, Despot Infamy is not.
Well, that's not a ruling. That's just a house rule.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Despot Infamy is the opposite of the official ruling for how you play.
With the double vagabond, if a warlord burns a ruin, do they get both items?
One item.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised by that every time.
That was, I believe, the very final change before Marauder went to printers because we tested like all of Marauder with they could take both items.
Maybe that's why I got so confused.
Like I said,
It's happening.
I want to be the hero. I think it would be
Oh, this game's deeply cursed.
advantageous.
Well, I will now state that Arbiter, being Vagabond 2, is the...
Hold on, I'm coming. Hello, I'm here.
Hey, since we have double vagabond and the warlord, if the warlord burns a ruin, does he get both items or just one?
Just one. The warlord will choose, just like the vagabonds will exploring.
Okay,
Cool.
I
thank
need hidden zones for all of them.
Yes, I'm getting there. It's a terrible camera angle. We'll fix it.
Where's my arbiter friend?
But I was saying, Vagabond 2 technically never won a tournament game yet.
Ah. Okay, I'm gonna create a little hidden zone. What do you think, right here?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's going to be blue.
Um,
Did that just hide something?
I don't know.
And rats need a little hidden zone.
Everyone gets a
you.
hidden
You
zone
wanna
in this
join me
game,
the center?
apparently.
I'm trying to figure out where I want.
And you get a little hidden zone.
Hold on. Might as well.
Everyone gets a hidden
Just
zone.
keep in mind that anything that we don't take from the ruins, the warlord's going to take. So
Did I
you
miss anything?
start with the closer ruins. With
Yeah, I'm
me.
close. He's probably gonna make a mad dash for Lost City or something.
Questions about the
Um,
warlord thing I just mentioned. Warlords aren't subject to all the exact same rules as the vagabonds in this case. They can raise the same ruin again. They just can never take two of the same ruin item.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yes. Mario MD, why the new zones? It's not actually new. We just have not had very many games like this. If there are multiple vagabonds if there are multiple vagabonds in the game, then each of them needs a hidden zone to be able to look at the ruin items secretly.
narrow down.
And likewise, because we have Lord of the Hundreds,
Where we're at?
in addition to the two vagabonds, they need their own for the same reason.
And the Woodland Alliance wanted one to look at their supporters when they pull them out of their hand.
Yes. Yes.
And that is why everyone gets a hidden zone.
Yes. I did clarify to the Woodland Alliance player that the cards need to stay outside of the hidden zone when they are not in their birdsong actively doing them, but actively deciding what to do with them.
Yep.
But otherwise, I said it was fine to have one for that purpose.
Yeah, almost. I got one more to.
Oops, all crows.
This is a deeply cursed game. I didn't realize this is what I was in for on my Friday night.
I didn't even know we were streaming. So We've all made decisions here, or we all haven't made decisions here. I don't know.
The mistakes were made.
I do have a question. As the tinker, how do I look at the discard pile?
You can.
Do I
You
need
can
to go into like a
you can right click the discard pile, I believe, and then there's a search option that will pull up all the cards. Once there's a discard pile available.
gotcha.
Yes. Mario MD, why are we streaming today? This is a makeup game for 4 people who could not fit into the round 1 schedule proper for various reasons. So, bonus
We're
game.
here.
Yeah, bonus game.
I think we're good to start.
Yeah, I think we're good. Did it get shuffled? The deck?
So no.
Uh,
Always good to do it though.
Did you put your score marker on?
Oh, thank you.
We'll look at the quests in a minute. It's more a root why I question it.
And the relationship markers too.
Yeah, I got those.
Uh,
I love the red and
Would I
green
make my
relationship
hidden zone
markers.
a little bigger?
I do not know.
Oh well,
That's a good question. I'm not actually sure on that.
I'll be fine.
They should call me for help. Because I feel like we're about to start without hitting start the game.
Create another one, but yeah,
Saving the most cursed faction mix for the bonus game.
maybe I might be able to catch in.
Have fun there.
Just killing time.
Never mind. I don't.
I'm not exactly sure why we're
Alright, so good
waiting.
to start.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I think everyone was just nervous to start.
I am up first.
Uh,
I don't refresh any items because it's my first turn. I will slip
Arbiter.
right into this clearing. Deny the warlord. Some items.
Sorry, catching up what's going on.
Use my torch.
All right, we slipped into 11.
Yes, we're starting off just getting the items that are adjacent to the warlord.
Oh, we're doing it publicly. Look at that. We're giving up information.
I saw that what it is.
Realized that was the whole reason he created the hidden.
We're doing great, everyone. Doing great.
I saw the bag, so I don't know what else is in there. But
So just take the bag
Just
and you'll
take
be
the
fine.
bag, and it's fine.
Looks like there is only. It looks like 2 things were taken, or was there only one option?
I put them into my hidden zone so I could look at the other one.
I see.
so there.
Shaman, are we like frozen or something on yours?
Okay, good.
Quite confused.
Me too.
But I grabbed a hammer.
All right.
Alright, that should be unexhausted.
It should be unexhausted. We get a point for that.
Um,
You don't know if you'll survive until round 2.
then
Great pull for the Arbiter, though. I want to point out. Great
use
pull.
hammer
Very good pull.
to craft me a bag.
No wonder we didn't want the bag.
Yeah.
So I grab a bag.
Gain another point. Put that in the bag place.
Then
Mentioning the getting a bag is pretty sick for Arbiter, who starts with 4 items. So that satchel size limit is actually a big deal.
Yeah.
You should have
Right out of the gate.
for the Explorer as well.
oh yeah, thank you.
What are our quests?
Oh yeah, I was gonna look at those and then got distracted
Um,
with life.
Oh man, 2 double sword quests? Arbiter's happy!
Oh boy. Yeah.
my boot.
Talk about a great quest flop for Arbiter.
Yeah, that's like
Holy
Arbiter's
cannoli.
dream team right there.
The warlord so soon?
No, I'm not attacking the warlords.
Okay, so we moved into the warlord's clearing. No, we didn't. We moved away from the
I'm not
warlord.
attacked by the warlords so soon.
We are running away. Good, good.
Then
Not particularly fond of that location. I think I would have preferred Lost City.
draw 1 card.
Yeah, I'm wondering what we're doing in Rabbit. Is the plan to expel bandits at the start of our next turn?
Potentially. I mean, we ended our turn, so we're not doing anything now.
All right. So we skip raise,
Mm-hmm.
and then I recruit equal to prowess in my warlords, then 1 at each stronghold. So I get 2 guys here. Choose a different mood.
Ooh, new mood.
Am I forgetting anything?
I don't know.
I feel like I'm in that half panicked state where I'm forgetting something.
Rowdy.
Nickel, yes.
Craft.
The first vagabond would have revealed the quests. The second vagabond, the remaining players have that knowledge before they choose a second vagabond.
Hundreds.
But Zam was the only one who had the option of choosing the Arbiter.
Yes.
Because it was locked until Lord of the Hundreds was picked.
And Lord of the Hundreds was chosen by the second seat.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Going to.
And also, yeah, lizards in this matchup are gonna be weird.
Move here.
At best, rats leave you alone and vagabond throws cards at you, but not enough to go allied. At worst, mob tokens ruin your life. Going allied ruins your life. Vagabond farms you for infamy, ruins your life. Lizards
Advance the warlord anytime.
hate their life.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which is the whole tin. Hey, Heroic Logic.
I'm thinking of moving up into 2, but I will. Ooh, do I hit the Vagabond this early?
You forget how minty it was?
I don't know.
So going to...
I can't say yes or no. I have a best.
Staying away from the ruins, it looks like.
we could have had a pretty easy 2-point oppress this turn.
Mm-hmm. We still can if we remove the ruin or the path.
Yeah.
There's still options.
We're gonna do it. We're gonna go for it.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're gonna just go beat up the Vagabond.
Okay.
Vagabond's got 2 swords. Not exactly seeming like the...
Battle the Vagabond.
Seems a little dangerous.
I would have taken 1 extra warrior for this.
I will not ambush.
But then you... Yeah, that's fair.
No ambush. Alright, so we're battling.
3-1.
Could have been worse.
1.
Could have been better.
Could have been raining.
Good point. Wait, no, it is raining.
He's coming for me.
And we did kill a rat, so we are hostile.
And then I can incite.
Oh.
Um,
Alright, bag armor.
it's like, is it even worth it with you guys racing for ruins? I don't even know if I can get there fast enough.
I would not incite from the location we're currently at.
We'll skip incite.
We could incite in the corner, but I agree.
Clearings, I rule.
None of those 3 locations feel right.
With no enemies, I rule 2. So it's 1.
Nope. Clearing 2 has an enemy in it. The pawn.
No, he rolls 2 with no enemies.
And then I draw 1.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He rolls 2 clearings with no enemies.
I thought he was saying he got 2 points from 3 clearings. My mistake. Totally my mistake.
It is your mistake.
Nicely done.
Thank you. Is there a specific way I need to advance my turn? Am I missing
It's
anything?
a little square by your name.
Yeah, up the top of your screen, there should be your name.
There we go.
Cute.
Under the Wooden Alliance.
Now the question is, are they players nice to the Woodland Alliance or not? Or do they just beat the crap out of them?
Revolt just yet, but I will spread sympathy.
I won't revolt just yet. A wise move.
I always revolt first turn.
Sympathy.
That's why I flipped the table over and say I'm done with this game.
Boat Builders hitting the discard.
To here.
We're starting in 12.
Starting away from the Warlord.
Then I will spread it once again.
And there's a very low chance that the Vagabonds are going to be able to stop them.
Just
Especially with the Warlord and Vagabond already getting into fights.
Well, avoiding the Warlord. There's Coffin Makers hitting the discard.
10.
Avoiding Warlord is interesting because
I think I would have preferred to see that in 4. Because 10 I feel like is always an easy spread because you can always use any cards.
And now I will move.
And no one's going to remove that right now.
Daylight.
I'm just a little surprised we didn't
Craft.
do 11, 10, 12
I'm going
or 11, 10, 9, whatever.
craft.
Because if we go to 11, Warlord basically has to go through us to do anything.
Right.
Great. I'm going to craft
Oh, we're crafting.
in the Lost City. Charm Offensive.
Okay. Charm Offensive is interesting for Wooden Alliance.
It is very interesting with the Alliance.
In 12, I'm going to craft False Orders.
This
Oh, there it is.
is very interesting.
I don't know. Is False Orders really that helpful in this
If you
matchup?
guys don't want me to run this back, that's fine. I didn't get my extra card draw. I don't know if you've already drawn from the deck.
It shouldn't.
Am I good to do that extra draw?
I'm fine with that.
I'm
I
fine
think
with it too.
I think
Yeah.
we're all, as long as no one else is drawn, I think you're good.
Okay.
Guys, sorry about that.
Yeah, False Orders is not a bad craft for Wooden Alliance, but there's two things to consider. One, it's doing very little work in this specific matchup. And two, this is our turn 1. This is when we absolutely need to be getting our engine going, which means every craft is a huge deviation from that engine.
We mobilize 0 cards.
Right.
Sam to score 1.
We cannot revolt at this moment, and the table has no incentive to feed you cards to allow that.
Oh.
Also correct.
Oh yeah, you gotta do the button.
There we go.
Yeah. And then I end my evening and draw 1 card. And
So are we going to be using Charm Offensive to prop up one of the Vagabonds to make it look like they're the target?
Nothing to.
That's what we just did.
Refresh.
Maybe?
We just pushed the leader even farther into the lead.
Like to finish my point, I do like Charm Offensive for feeding our engine. Like, you're taking a deviation turn 1, but it feeds you a card multiple turns, probably, to make up for that.
What's the
False Orders is just a weird one.
before I do this?
You can hover over it and press 2.
And that will just show me.
I believe so.
No.
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 I created hidden zones for all of them.
Do you want me? I'm hovering over and I hit 2, and it's going to show me, and not you all.
No.
Oh,
I
if
believe
you want to
so,
be
right?
sure, just
No.
drag it into your hidden zone.
drag it into
Yeah.
your.
Oh, I have.
This is why you have hidden zone.
Do I have a hidden? Is that what that like light?
That
red
your
strip?
box.
Take
Yeah,
the other
that's
one
the
too.
box.
Though.
Okay.
You only have
No.
one other.
Yeah, and take the other one.
And then if let me see here. Okay.
Okay, we just don't even care what the other item is.
We don't even care what the other one is. We got a hammer.
We're taking...
Took 1
Yes.
from it.
Yeah. Take.
So I
the
think
other
we're
one.
good. But also that's fine. I'm happy to have.
We're giving it that information, but you know what? We got a hammer.
By the way, Arbiter, we should be hostile.
Good catch.
Love it.
I removed one of my warriors here.
I love it. Love that the table caught it.
Very
I'm going
good
to
catch.
craft 1, 2. Oops.
2 cost craft.
Craft this card here.
Getting a sword.
Okay, didn't want to be defenseless.
Didn't want to be defenseless.
Which
Nice.
gives me
2
1,
points.
2.
We got one. We're missing one from exploring.
Coming
Also,
out.
for exploring.
There we go.
Here. And you know what, sorry, Alliance, I'm gonna not go hostile with you, but I am gonna attack you.
Okay, we are stabbing the sympathy.
No ambush.
All right, Tinker.
Don't know how we're rolling.
Yeah, it's not incorrect.
Is this game just ahoy? Great question. I'm not
Out
answering.
of there.
That was pretty outrageous, so I'm going to request a card.
And I will give you.
I don't think there's really any except for points for us to remove the tokens.
I put it in your secret box because I didn't know if it was properly flipped. So
Yeah.
It was
You can
not.
always flip it before you drag it out of your hand.
gotcha.
And then
Yeah.
we won't see it.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I got my points. I need to draw 1 card.
I wanna address something real quick. I think it was Tophest who was making a good point of, do we need to remove
And
sympathy?
I'm
I don't think we did
still-
at that point.
Okay, I think
Oh.
that is it for me.
Yeah, there we go. I don't think we needed to at that point,
Done.
and I think there's a valid argument that we shouldn't have.
Woohoo.
But I understand the desire for points.
Yep.
As I understand the desire to keep Wooden Alliance out of Lost City, sort of.
Refresh 3.
I'm also glad I was able to trick all of you into this Ahoy stream. Thank you for being here.
I may slip.
I like it's a hoot better.
I want to be a good fan.
A hoot is very good. I do like that a lot.
That's very good. All right, what do we do as Arbiter? We got hurt.
I will not slip.
We got knocked down, but we'll get up again.
Going to
Get back up again. I don't actually remember the cadence.
use this hammer to repair my sword.
You don't need to remember. It's okay.
I'm going to battle the warlord here.
Oh, we're just gonna kill the warlord.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected.
Well, fudge.
I was worried that this was the case. I mean, if we're going for it, just go for it. I would just go for it.
No. You don't want to damage the sword. Which, by the way, we need to exhaust that. But we don't want to damage the sword now because we are damaging it before we roll, before we have our rolled hits number.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna go for it, just go for it.
We're down to 1 hit now. So we rolled a 2-1, but we only kill one thing.
So we still have to damage. So we're still gonna end up damaging the hammer anyway. So we might as well have had the 2 swords.
Exactly. Because statistically, we were going to take a hit from that battle.
You're going back to the.
Exhaust one of the swords, right?
Yes, you should flip one.
Oh, okay. It ended up not mattering.
Always. I draw a card.
How does this game fall on the blessed cursed spectrum? Probably cursed.
Pretty heavy cursed.
My turn.
That was a rough turn for the vagabond. The arbiter.
Your point.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. All right, I recruit.
So I want to establish a baseline. I think this is a really weird and challenging game to navigate.
Yes.
So I do not
Choose a different
fault any player for not knowing what exactly to do in this game. On top of the fact that tournament nerves are absolutely a thing. Great point, Monson.
Pat, just to clarify, the warlord came after the vagabond who's trying to run away from the warlord.
But yeah,
It didn't work.
to finish my thought, I don't think we're making the optimal choices here. Multiple people around the table,
draft using strongholds.
which means it all balances out.
100. I'm gonna build stronghold here.
But yeah, I think
Stubborn, slightly worried about losing our warlord, I guess.
there were better things that could have been done.
Magic rule. And I will spend this.
I like building a stronghold though.
Yeah, that's definitely a positive. We know the arbiter is more than likely going into the forest next turn,
Yes.
so I don't think we're too worried about them at
Actually,
this
you
point.
know what?
And I mean, I think our Rats game plan.
Third build here.
I don't hate that.
Up there.
Yeah, I also don't hate that.
I think our Rats game plan, to some extent, is to just race. And to race, that means we're going to have to get as many warriors out as possible to oppress as many clearings as possible, as quickly as possible.
Yep.
I skip Insight.
And we combine that with some targeted policing of Wooden Alliance.
With removing.
There's a win there.
Can we do that anytime on our turn?
During daylight.
Daylight.
During daylight, yeah.
Yeah,
Once
we-
per turn in daylight. Okay, so I'm still in daylight.
Are we still in daylight? We talked about
It
inciting.
doesn't have to match, right? It doesn't. It just you just have to
I
spend
think
the
it has
card.
either side, either company.
We didn't incite, but
We started talking about it.
On that.
Yeah.
I believe that's what it is.
it doesn't look like we did. We talked
And
about
you get a point
inciting.
for it when you remove it if you spend a card.
But the suit of the card is
Does not matter.
Irrelevant.
In your case, if you're trying to remove that one between the mouse and the bunny, I think it would have to be either a mouse or a bunny.
Nope.
But we can ask
Nope.
Guerric if we want
We
to.
should ask Guerric.
Ask Guerric.
I am
That's a good
here.
question.
Use me.
It's a good thing to do.
We should, just to be sure, because I'm not clear on it. Guerric.
Yes, the card does not need to match anything. It is simply discard any card during daylight to remove a closed path.
Okay, good to know. Then I will discard.
Box down.
Remove this.
Is that a win con for anybody? No, not on this map.
Put it over here.
Nope. Actually, speaking of,
And
we lost a mouse.
for the removal,
And the clearing suits are too distributed for any one dominance play, I think.
and then
Mouse might be an option.
do I incite this turn?
If I was Warlord, I'd be coordinating with the Vagabonds to make sure that the Wooden Alliance doesn't revolt for the first 3 turns at least. I think that's absolutely a valid approach to this game, because I do think this is a 3v1 against Wooden Alliance, just coming out of the flop.
Draw.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. And that's why I think we actually were okay not killing Sympathy, because we had no supporters.
Exactly.
We weren't under threat of revolt.
Right.
I understand the temptation for points by eating cardboard, but on some level, removing sympathy can help Wooden Alliance quite a lot, particularly when they have no supporters.
Okay, so we are spreading sympathy.
Right. Because we shouldn't have known this, but we know it was a bird card. So we knew they were getting a point back. We basically
Traded 1 point for 1 point.
gained a point to give up a card and give them a point.
Again. Score 1 point for that.
Which, if you think of a path as being worth a card for a point, but denying a point to another person, that means that this is a worse trade than opening a path. We could have gotten a better value by just opening a closed path.
But we're not with any closed path.
No, but we could have just as easily moved to 12 and done it, or...
That's fair.
Nice.
Tinker starts with a boot, doesn't it? Yeah, we have a boot that we didn't even use. It's like we had options.
Twice.
We crafted Corvid planners, which I hate. We are mobilizing twice, which I hate.
What do you hate from what perspective? As Wooden Alliance or against Wooden Alliance?
Against Wooden Alliance.
Okay.
As Wooden Alliance, I'm in love. We're doing fantastic.
I actually, once again, I don't know how relevant Corvid Planners is this game.
I think it's good in case.
Warlord.
So you just don't have to think, period.
You kind of already had false orders in case.
Why not both?
¿Por qué no los dos?
¿Por qué no los dos?
And then
Because it's a bird card that could have gone into your supporters right now.
Fine. Who did we give a point to? Lord of the Hundreds.
Lord of the Hundreds.
JrBacon.
All right. I am.
Right, I'd rather have the bird card supporter myself.
Yeah, actually. Who's playing second Vagabond?
Me.
Me. Junior.
Hear me out. Do not.
I would also be worried about Warlord sitting on our base to shut us down. This is perfectly valid, and I don't hate a Corvid Planner's craft, I want to be clear.
What are you talking about?
But I think
Any of them, really.
the Wooden Alliance is so much about tempo, about getting our engine up and running as quickly and efficiently as possible, which means mobilizing what we can early game, revolting as soon as we can, getting that base working as soon as we can.
You can just
I
play
see.
it again to play it one
Yeah.
more time.
Yeah,
And
I
he
got
can spend any supporter since it's Lost City.
you. All right.
look, the voice
At least-
people
Oh.
should not be oppressed.
At least with 9 or 12, depending on what you give, they might not be able to replace it as easily.
This is true. Going for a classic all craft, no supporters, Wooden Alliance. That classic strategy.
Such a classic strategy.
Um,
But
I
yes.
think that's called Corvids.
Use my. Oh, sorry, that's my dog.
Yeah, Mouse Fusion, good point.
I'm going to use my torch to search the discard pile.
Okay, we're day laboring.
I think we're getting another sword.
I think we're getting another sword,
And
which makes sense with the quest flop.
how it works.
I want to be clear.
Clearing, and you're in Lost City, so you can take whatever you want.
I didn't realize I was matching a clearing,
How do I
actually.
get a
It is,
card
yes.
out of the deck? Out of
Just pull it.
You can drag it out of that. When you're in that search window, you should be able to drag a card out.
Before we move on too much, I want to say I like that Zam and Tophest were discussing not feeding the Wooden Alliance. They were actively engaging with JrBacon, saying, "Hey, I think we need to not remove sympathy."
Because I put it in there, and then I am going to
It's less true this turn than it was last turn,
hammer
but I like that anti-Wooden Alliance talk is happening.
back to there.
And then, yes, we're crafting the second sword, which enables us to quest Expel Bandits, both of them.
The Vagabonds are armed.
Well, I didn't want the Arbiter to take all the swords, so I figured it
It's a good call. It's a really good call.
was more of a.
It does balance out the swords between
I know,
the
I'm
two
not-
vagabonds.
I'm not trying
And
to-
if we assume that Arbiter wants to farm Infamy as their main strat, we are soft denying some potential
I think you.
Infamy if those swords would ever fall into their hands.
It's a toss-up.
That's correct.
It's a lot of ifs, but
Score a point for it and getting more supporters, or he bases up in 10, which
Like I think once he is at the point that it costs him more than one supporter, you can remove it. I think it's just at this point, it's literally
Yeah.
a free point.
yeah, for sure.
We could get the Lost City
All
glitch.
right, well, then I am.
I will note it's harder this game because that ruin almost invariably gets removed.
In case he decides to.
We want the rune to be removed for the Infinite City glitch.
No.
Oh
Be-
no.
Because if the ruin's still there, then we put one base in Lost City, and we only need one remaining to Infinity Revolt, to Perma Revolt. If we have 2 slots there, we have to put 2 bases into 10 and not place our third in order to do the Revolt over and over, which means we are, in cat terms, consolidating our liability.
I see.
I got my card. I got my points. I'm still good with everyone. I think I'm done.
All right, we go now back to our Arbiter, who is probably going to the forest. Unless,
Yeah.
I mean, we can maybe limp.
Just gonna cut my losses
No, no, we're not going to limp.
and refresh these.
Could I please explain the Infinite Revolt? That's a great question. The rules of the game are funky in regards to Lost City. You can have a base in there as one alliance. Thereby, let's assume that the one ruin is down on the map here in this hypothetical. We have a base in Lost City as one alliance. We can revolt there again because the clearing matches a base on our faction board, assuming we still have 1 or 2. So say we put the Fox base into the Lost City and have the mouse base on our faction board. We can revolt again because the clearing matches our mouse base. We attempt to resolve the revolt, and we fail to place the base because there are no open building slots for it.
Scary.
We do every other part of the revolt and leave the mouse base on our faction board, able to do it again next turn, or the same turn, if you like, because you can revolt any number of times.
We'll go Relentless.
So long as you have all of the building slots in the Lost City filled with your bases or ruins, and additionally, you still have a base on your faction board, you can revolt in the Lost City any number of times.
Warlord crafted a boot.
And now we command the 100.
That's my contribution to this conversation.
We're going to
Gives us a command, which is cool.
move,
Not as good as a prowess, but better than nothing.
and I have one more.
Would love to see maybe another stronghold out. Almost wish we had left one behind Intuitive with stronghold there.
Stinks. Well,
Or just for the oppress, even.
Well, there was still a Vagabond there, but there was a very strong chance the Vagabond would leave.
Right.
you have 2 undamaged swords.
Moss Fusion, it's just because the wording
Okay, you know what? I'm
wasn't written that way.
man. I'm just gonna.
And,
the other.
Lost City is
Go.
2 expansions in, technically 3, but Riverfolk was part of base game.
Yeah.
There was no circumstance until Lost City and or the Badger Hireling where it could happen.
Advance the.
So there was no reason to
Well, okay. Actually,
phrase revolt in such a way as to require the placing of the base. Also, Root had no wordings like that until we got Josh to update the cat's build wording to future-proof building. Because for the first, up until sometime between Underworld and Marauder,
okay.
I don't remember when exactly,
And
you could technically fail to build by selecting a clearing that you could not eventually place the building in, spending the wood, and then failing to put the building down, just for the purpose of removing the wood.
To use. What is this?
We do not like Vagabonds, and we will kill them all.
oh my God.
We really do not like Vagabonds.
All right.
Interesting.
So the Tinker could choose to go undefended here to prevent
Becoming hostile.
going hostile.
Yes.
And in fact, we are. Now,
Okay.
seeing that, though, do we just hit them again to force them into the
With
forest?
Relentless, I can move or battle again.
Mhm.
So I will.
Yeah, I had a feeling we were going to do the move just because we wanted that second oppression point. We can open a path?
And incite any number of times.
We couldn't cite in 11,
I will incite.
but we shouldn't know this, but we know that 11 is a bag.
And
Yeah.
mouse card to
We
incite.
could always just get it to lavish it away.
11.
Maybe. We also know that we can spread to 10.
And oppress. Clearings with no enemies. 1, 2, 3.
2 points.
I get 2 there. And I draw 1. And then I'm done.
Nicely done.
This is interesting.
Thank you.
Very interesting.
You don't see mob tokens very often in competitive Level root.
Where's it gonna be?
I think I'm going to explode in 10,
Okay.
which nobody saw coming.
Nobody saw it coming.
Nope, never. Okay, so we did a mouse card and a bunny card. I love it. We know that we can just put 2 random ass cards.
But base
Mouse
in
base.
10 is now we know for sympathy he's got to spend the matching cards for the clearings.
That's also fair.
He's set for mouse now in 10.
Yeah.
Notably, we did not use false orders before revolting.
We did not.
We could have forced
Can we force the warlord in?
2 warriors there, right?
the warlord.
It's a pawn.
Matching.
No.
No,
It's
the
a
warlord can't be moved outside of its turn.
I have an officer.
Moved outside of its turn. Yeah, but we could have removed the 2 warriors with the warlord by moving them into 10.
Supporters left to spread sympathy, so I'll move to daylight. I then
Because the warlord, to be clear, still counts toward the total number of warriors in the clearing when you're counting half rounded up.
Ryan Broker.
So 3 warriors in that clearing, you move 2 of them. They just can't be the warlord itself.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, ooh, in this game,
Vagabonds, we need to craft sabos.
Murrain, this is the craftiest Wooden Alliance you ever did see.
and then I
Mirren Broker's a big problem.
brain.
That's a big craft in this game, yeah.
It's a very big craft in this game.
Also, respect for following the arrow.
Yeah. Uh,
I feel like the charm offensives really working well for this Woodland Alliance.
yeah, I'll train.
It's
Spending Soup Kitchen's the strongest card to train an officer.
Charm Offensive is the best card until it loses you the game.
Good point.
And then I move to evening
I didn't realize the Maker's Fair was an official faction now.
player. I think
We've given it to everyone except for one of the, I think the second
Arbiter.
Vagabond?
you get
Yeah, the Arbiter.
Oh, he's getting the sympathy points all over the place. What about me, man?
your time will come.
Oh, yeah, Tinker's the one we haven't given it to
Just
yet.
fall behind.
Fine.
And then I have military operations.
It's interesting that you do Charm Offensive before military operations.
Yes, it's a
That's fascinating, actually.
fun quirk of having our sort of main action phase be an evening.
Yeah, it's just very fascinating to me.
It's the same principle that allows Corvids to Charm Offensive and then Exert.
That makes sense. All right.
And end my turn.
All right.
Didn't get any points that turn, but I feel like it was still a very good turn for the Woodland Alliance.
Yeah, still a good turn for Wooden Alliance. They're not going to have bad turns this game very much.
1, 2, 3. And I am not going. Oh, wait. Shoot.
Worth pointing out, we have not seen any tea for either Vagabond at this point.
No.
Hey, Billy.
It's been a little rough.
Well, we're on round 3?
Yes, we're currently in round 3.
End of round 3?
That seems like a weird. So I'm coming into the. So here. Where am I at here?
Where are you? Who am I?
11.
I think I'm staying where I'm at. I'm going to explore
Okay, so we're just taking away that ruin.
Yeah.
Can't say I'm
this
surprised.
one here. And that only had 1 in it, so I'm going to take it down here. And I'm.
And this was our starting bag, yeah.
1, 2.
Your favorite, Billy. Double Vagabond. Although it's in some ways triple Vagabond since the Lord of the Hundreds is also here.
This is true.
I'll flip that.
Insolent Noisemaker, yes. If you literally never remove Sympathy, there are not enough points on the Sympathy track to win, to get to 30 on just spreading.
I'm going to repair.
If everyone else crafts for them,
Boot.
You mean,
if everyone else crafts,
yes.
then they're stuck fighting stuff.
Yeah.
The problem comes with the warlord's oppression that would never actually happen.
Shoot, that's not what I was gonna.
They would need to remove those sympathies to make points.
You know, and
Yeah.
I'm going to use one of these cards here to open up this pathway.
Nice.
Risky.
You get a point.
I thought that the Warlord wanted that path open, actually.
Yeah, we
So-
just enabled that mob to spread to 12, if so desired.
Correct.
And I don't want to stay here with you.
I want to stay here. Not with you.
Not that being with the mob token matters at all for us.
And yeah, now that the mob tokens will burn the sympathy automatically too,
I won't hit you this turn.
which could
not
be
this turn,
dangerous.
I'm
If that means
already-
anything.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think that's it for me. I just need to draw one card, and I'll do that at the thing. I need to remember. And that's it for me.
Back to the Arbiter.
Things all refreshed.
Who is fresh from the forest.
Ah, the forest, so refreshing. Ate some pine trees. They're delicious.
I'm gonna do a little
I'm hungry.
slip into here. I'm going to discard this Eerie Emigre. Probably butchered that pronunciation to get rid of this path.
Oh no, that was a fine pronunciation. Actually, we're a far cry from the days of Eerie McGeary, if anybody remembers that.
I still call her McGeary.
To move over
You're
here.
telling me that that is not the proper,
My torch.
name?
It is not the proper name.
I am
Shoot.
shocked. Shocked, I say.
It's weird that that's a throwback. Eerie McGeary. That used to just be like...
Yeah. McGeary.
Yes, sure could. Alright, we're exploring.
What do we get? What am I gonna?
Oh, almost put it in the wrong spot. And take this wonderful boot.
That's boot.
Got a boot. Where are we going with the boot?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
This mouse clearing.
we could have taken any other ruin item, right?
Claim this quest.
We did the expel bandits and mouse.
Roll the 2 cards.
Yes. Using it to draw cards, though, we were already at 4 cards.
The sabos in there. You can craft.
Unfortunately, no.
Would you have taken the point in this scenario?
I think I would have, unless I was specifically going to aid, but I don't feel like we're in an aiding territory.
Exhaust the hammer.
Okay, we're crafting.
Craft
A bag.
another bag.
That's the last bag in the item supply.
That is the last item supply.
That's a point.
And we gave one
Take a point for exploring, did I?
path.
Points. One from the
Path.
one
Yep.
from
Yeah, I think you should have one more for the Explorer.
Absolutely.
All right.
Do we know what the new quest is?
We'll look in a second.
See, even when I hit you guys, you're still...
No.
Not.
Not gonna lie, you kind of made
You
up.
just
from
need to hit
my
him
missed
more.
turns. Yeah.
But I need to
Oh,
know.
yes, that's
I
the
have
word.
the cards.
Hey, I've been checking them. I do need some help with that. I can't spend all my time just punching
No, I-
vagabonds.
The vagabonds are going to have to turn on the warlord here at some point, but
And the Wood of the Line slips by.
2 points. So don't even worry about me.
I don't know the meta around. Woodlawn.
It's true.
So I was posting about when the bet takes place and the winning position when the bet happens, and there was one game where when the bet happened,
How many
the
items
winning
did you
player
have?
was at 5 points.
Okay,
It was the Woodland Alliance.
right.
Yeah,
Oh,
3.
Three. Actually, in that case, I will go ahead and take a last move.
Running away from the warlord.
What does clearing 1 get us?
Okay, I raise, which doesn't do anything.
I don't know what
The mob spreads
it gets us.
Hopefully far enough away.
to bunny.
If it spreads to rabbit, it means we're going to 10.
Place it up here.
Yeah, I guess it gets us away from Warlord. Were we that afraid of Warlord?
That's smart.
Considering we were on turn 1 and Warlord immediately came and punched us in the face.
But it also wastes
Yes.
one of his commander actions.
Right, then it's a command. I think we'll do it for the sake of giving him an extra action to do. Okay. We choose a new mood.
I did not. Did I?
Not that I know of.
I don't think I did.
I thought you were around the house with me all day.
Oh.
Did I duplicate myself somehow?
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Why didn't I tell me sooner?
I think I need to do that. We're gonna go rowdy again.
Focusing on card draw.
I can craft using strongholds. We will craft. We're gonna craft a boot.
Another card for Wind Alliance. If they catch it.
And that's it for crafting. I am going to spend, well, let's see here. No, we're not going to do that. Okay, so command the hundreds. I have 2 commands, so what are we going to do here?
So did we remove
We crafted another boot.
we crafted another boot, okay. I wasn't sure if we had, what have we done with the second card, with that card? We have a path we can remove, if we so choose to did.
We'll take 2 up here. So that's 1 move. And then we will build.
Okay.
Love and another stronghold.
Yep.
Oh, Tinker's right there. Forgot you stayed there. That's not wise. We will.
Okay, so we're also very protective with such
We'll just
strongholds.
make the move.
Tinker has 1.
Skip. Ah,
No
I
swords.
skipped.
But we could use the hammers to re-grab them.
I didn't recruit anywhere.
Oh, we didn't recruit anywhere. I thought we were looking a little thin.
Right. And I don't think we're allowed to let you go back.
Dang it. Got ahead of myself.
Make it nice and slow and walk through the board.
Because when I made this move right here, I was like, why is there only 2 guys left? 2. Okay.
You can ask Guerric, but I don't. I mean,
I know what Guerric will say.
Table, not. I mean, if you guys, I'm fine to go with the rules.
F's in chat.
We'll take it.
Seriously.
So, darn it, that does really stink. So,
does really
all right.
stink.
So command isn't going to be great this turn, but that's okay.
That's also great for Wind Alliance.
And
Fewer warriors means less martial law.
I will
Go beat up that Tinker.
advance.
Tinker was just talking about how the Vagabonds need to team up against the Warlord.
Oh wait,
That means you fight first, right?
put this in the discard for a build, didn't I?
Yes, we need to take that card back.
Not yet.
I would say we could go camp on the mob token to try and harass Wind Alliance in 10, but it's a lost city. They could just revolt on us.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't do that.
No. Especially since moving in will give them a card.
So to run it back.
If you're already there, then I could say maybe,
command
but you're not
wants
already
to move
there.
1 guy up here.
Because we know Wind Alliance has...
you could.
Do we know?
Oh, they have no cards.
Winding back to the very beginning.
Unless they're hiding in here.
Of your daylight.
I don't think they are.
I've used 1 command. I
Yeah.
crafted a boot.
If
Used 1 command.
if we know they have no supporters,
now that I'm,
Yeah.
I would go into 10 and camp.
I got you.
yeah, that I'm.
They have false orders to
Uh,
deal with us, but
It gets rid of the false orders.
yeah. The longer that false orders is there, the more dangerous it becomes.
build up here in 2 without you coming after me.
You already said you're going to leave me alone, but yes, I will leave you alone.
Okay, then we'll go ahead with the build for now.
You already own it up there, so.
All right, so we were negotiating with Tinker to not kill our stronghold if we build
Now
it.
I've moved and I've built. So that's it for command hundreds. And then for
Seems
advance.
like a good plan.
forward, man, where do I want to go? Okay. Outrage here. Kind of spread thin.
We have 4 clearings for oppress. If we could get to 5, that's an extra point.
Doesn't put me up the threshold.
We could, oh no, we already commanded twice.
You're still in the 2-point range.
Yeah, even if I get to a new clearing, so it might not even be worth the move. Okay, kind of a slow turn, but we'll go with it.
All right, so we're not gonna go for that 5th clearing,
I'm
which I don't think is unreasonable considering we're a little thin right now.
We'd be spread real thin.
We're not gonna
Even with the extra warrior, it'd be pretty thin.
Agreed.
press clearings. I rule. Okay. No enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets me 2. And then I draw 2 cards this time.
You draw from your board.
From the deck,
Sorry?
if you
Yeah,
want.
Draw with the button at the bottom of your board.
I told them the button was not
Oh,
required.
that's right.
I told them it was there for their convenience if they were concerned.
I'm always concerned, but not necessarily about that.
I have no supporters.
4 cards in hand, though? Oh, God. So gross. We gained 2 cards because we crafted the sword got crafted and the boot got crafted. And the bag. We got 3 cards this last turn?
Yeah, and
Craft.
the mob token feeds us a point
Once.
because we just kill it.
Not sure if I've been doing too much crafting, but
Yeah.
it's alright. This one seems pretty nice.
If we craft everything, we thin the deck and then get the things we want, right?
And then I'm going to
Put your bets in now, everybody. We have a Wooden Alliance with Propaganda Bureau, Mirran Broker, Corvid Planners, False Orders, and Charm Offensive.
card to please
The only thing they don't have are victory points.
Warlord's Rat from 11.
We are propaganda bureauing.
My little freedom fighters.
It's a good propaganda bureau. It means that rats have to actively move back into 11
I would then
to reclaim rule for oppress.
We didn't get 11 for oppress because of the Tinker.
Yes, but I'm saying once Tinker leaves. I'm saying we're going to have to move back in there
Yep.
to reclaim it for oppress.
So I
And that means once we mobilize, it's going to be feeding Wooden Alliance.
Well, if we mobilize there, rats will burn it down.
That's true. The Rays will deal with it first. But either way, we're getting outrage out of it, is my point.
Agreed.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
Oh, we spent a fox card.
Do it in 3 then.
Okay.
Okay.
Not as good, but still. I think I would have done it at 5. I don't know.
With a fox card?
Yeah. I thought that was the other suit.
You're good.
Yeah, 3's not as good.
Oh,
No two bones about it.
no, actually, I'll just spend a
Nope, not the whole discard.
nice card instead. And
Do it back in 11.
Yep, still do it in 11. How do I just take the top card of the discard?
Just don't hold
You
it.
can just grab it and then quickly kind of swipe away with it. You'll take
Yeah,
it.
okay. Alright, I discard this instead.
Spending loam.
Makes
instead.
sense.
I do think that's better. I mean, we gave up information about which cards we have in hand, but whatever. This is a better clearing for us.
Agreed.
You gotta pull it quick, like launching a Beyblade. Exactly.
Oh man, it has been forever since someone's mentioned a Beyblade. That is weird to think about.
When is Root gonna be cool enough to have dual discs, huh?
There we go.
You're not a cool board game until you have dual discs.
Yep, I'll mobilize 2. And then move to evening. I will.
Charm offensiving?
Oh. You're all on the same points. So, Tinker, score 1. And I'll draw 1.
Interesting giving it to the Tinker, since Tinker hasn't gone yet this turn.
I'll remember that.
Yeah. The scores may be even,
For 1 point.
but that's from the perspective of Tinker being 1 turn behind everybody else.
But we could also be trying to prop him up as the leader to gain some heat.
Yeah. If the
When I craft a card, right?
if the threat assessment is that I want to make Tinker a table threat, then go, feel free.
Yeah.
If the threat assessment is, okay, everyone's the same, then that's wrong. Tinker is ahead in that assessment.
Military operations. I will
I had a dual disc once.
battle in
I miss it.
10.
What happened to it?
I don't know. It just disappeared.
Get Guerric a
Okay, you're
dual
battling.
disc.
You do not need to get me a dual disc.
It's too late. You shouldn't have said it.
Ambush.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're ambushing. I don't know what we're fighting, but we're ambushing.
Almost certainly the mob token, right? In 10?
These two.
Yes.
All right, painful ambush.
That is a very painful
Nice
ambush.
ambush.
We have how many officers? Just
Two.
two?
And then score 1 for removing the mob.
Yep.
And then I will use my other officer action to recruit.
Yeah, okay, so this low-key sucks for us because now we can't mobilize an 11.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Katara, I was just watching some Master Duel gameplay before this game. I
Didn't
have...
believe enough.
Man,
end my turn.
they're printing new hero support. I'm excited again.
1, 2, 3. I'm going to slip. See y'all later down here.
Did we ever? Oh, we did get a new quest.
Oh, did we finally flop it?
Yes, we're building a shed.
Repair a shed.
Floor. I don't think I've done this right. How do I take both of them down and look at them?
Grab both, put them in your red box, and then reveal them.
Yeah, you can like scroll over and
Like-
highlight like that.
There you go, one at a time, I think. 2.
Are we in anime? Is that what this is?
There's probably a bit about acquiring them. Or no, we didn't turn it back.
What was it?
A bag. Not to get too far down this tangent, but don't they have a bit about acquiring them at the beginning of the Battle City
How
arc
do I make it hidden again?
or something? Or maybe like during the
Right.
Pegasus Island arc, whatever that's called.
I got a
Das Boot.
boot. All right. Then I'm going to. Oops.
So we couldn't take it. We could not have taken a bag or a hammer. We
Yeah.
wanted a boot or a sword.
We could only take a boot or a sword, yeah.
Ooh, we gained a crossbow.
Teams are allowed no slug monster. I'm not sure what you mean.
Get 1 point for exploring, and 1 point for crafting.
We crafted the crossbow.
Yes, we did.
Got crossbow.
Okay, this tinker became a little bit of a monster. Slug monster, we are commentating on this tournament game. We were not participating in it.
I'm just here. Not sure why.
You know what? And I'm going to exhaust. Actually, you know what? I think that's it. I think I'm.
We became a monster, but then we didn't really decide to do anything. I hope we at least exhaust the hammer to get that sword back.
Well, yeah, I mean, you should definitely...
You?
Yes.
Alliance?
You.
We definitely need to think about how long we want to stay defenseless.
I don't like this.
Flip that. Hold on.
I don't like this either.
Here you go.
I like it.
He's
Alright,
got
thank
enough
The
cards.
reason
Yeah.
he's behind is because he's
It's the Wooden Alliance.
keep him that
We'll be fine.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, feeding the Wooden Alliance cards
Oh, you
is...
don't want me to take out his sympathy there?
I mean, now that you've aided him this turn, I would say no.
Then I am going to.
Which sympathy is that?
It's Fox sympathy.
It's the one cost...
with him.
It's the one cost 1 point sympathy.
Honest with you.
So
I want to be there for an explosion.
removing that one...
Do you have 2 supporters?
I do have
Is
2
this what I'm
supporters.
saying?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And then I
No, get him out of there.
did not get my point for that, correct? So we got 1 there, and then 1, 2, and then I get 1 more for aiding him.
Removing that one sympathy is just helpful for Wooden Alliance, because currently Wooden Alliance is sitting at the awkward threshold where it's 2 cards
That's it.
for 1 point.
I'm gonna,
You know, this is the bad
I'm gonna-
sympathy right here.
get out of
It knows what it did. So putting us back to here just helps us. It's a better return on investment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go up here where it's safe.
I propose Vagabonds fight to the death.
It may end up being the
Fun.
case, but let's wait till one of us hits 20 or something.
Sorry, did you craft earlier? I missed that.
He crafted a.
Crossbow.
My crossbow,
Right,
I-
I'll draw one for that.
and I aided, and that's what gave me my 1, 2, 3 points.
Yeah, I just forgot to draw mine for you crafting.
Oh,
Gotcha.
for sure.
Good. So I'm glad
God,
you
he
got
has that. You have. There's so many crafted improvements to keep track of
Drawing.
over here.
All right. That's it for me.
I mean, so
My turn. 1 card. I got my points. All right.
I think with Alliance it's better to kill Sympathy once we get past the 1 threshold, and it actually costs them more cards than just 1
Rush.
than the one they would get from you killing it.
right, we're Vagabond, or unless we're removing all the sympathy, Wooden Alliance is still in that range where this is a good return on investment for them. And we're still doing other things to help them out, like aiding them cards, crafting items that lets them draw cards. I feel like what we really need to see right now is the table talking about cracking that base as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Because that's just about the only thing short of crafting saboteurs.
Yeah.
All 3 of them.
Swords. This is the perfect time.
I will say, maybe that's why we drew cards for that quest, was to see if we can fish out of saboteurs.
Yeah, I did consider that as a possibility, which
Relationship marker for him for a reason.
No.
I'll stick to my plan. I'm gonna flip my torch to grab the sword. Oh.
How'd you know that?
The wrong reveal was less dramatic, but
we're now a 3-sword arbiter.
So you grabbed that before you attacked. Very clever.
Yeah.
I
Now
wish.
it's really the perfect time.
now I'm going to move into here.
I love going after this base.
Yes.
I just wish
Oh, we might not. There's still
Going to
a
just 2 swords.
Expel a Bandit quest.
we're expel bandits. We're doing expel bandits. We're doing expel bandits.
Not the result I was thinking.
Yeah,
I-
you're gonna aid twice.
I do.
And I thought he was going to fight. We all have our different values here.
Did you have 3? You have 3. Is that you have 1 sword?
2 swords.
He
What?
has 3. And 2
Okay.
were exhausted.
Actually, I'm gonna roll this back either way because I forgot to do something.
We wanted to open a path before we left.
You just got 1 from the ruin now.
Yeah, arbiter starts with 2.
So that one of those that is not that you just rolled back was the one you got from the clearing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So I zooped back before I moved. So my swords and my boot haven't been exhausted yet. I'm just gonna get rid of this League of Adventurous Mice because it's worthless to me. To take this path off.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Good
Yeah.
path point.
Point. I also forgot to get it a point for exploring, so there's that.
What was the end of my thought?
Then
Don't you want those extra moves from all of your crafted items?
it's all my wonderful crafted items.
So
in the box
I want to say I do think this is a really nice, efficient,
I'm gonna move in.
like points racing turn for arbiter that we're seeing here.
But I just rolled back.
Between the explorer, the path, the questing, that's all good stuff.
7 and 3.
Minus the fact that Wooden
I
Alliance
think so. I did not clear that
are really scary right now.
somewhere along the way.
So it's a case where I like the turn
It should-
out of context, but in context, I'm just concerned that the table is not
Okay.
treating Wooden Alliance as the threat they are.
Quest. I'm gonna take 2 cards.
Ooh, more cards. I guess if we're searching for saboteurs, but we can't craft it this turn.
Cannot.
Nicely done.
Then I will discard this dominance card because I have no use for it. And
Don't mind if I do.
then I'll draw the card for 2 in my turn. And then I actually have to discard again. Never mind. Gotta have myself. I'll get rid of this false orders. This
Oh,
Unfortunate. That's a great card.
Oh.
that could have been great for cracking the base.
actually,
It could have been.
Oh, no. Instant regret.
I'll keep the false orders just in case it comes in handy.
Yeah.
Worthless card.
Tunnels is more worthless. I would agree.
Now we know.
What's the next quest?
Warned.
Doesn't
Okay, I
affect-
raise nothing. Funny. We're going right back in.
Replacing the quest.
Yep, go for it.
Oh. Thank you.
Pick the whole deck.
And then I recruit chat. Look, I'm doing it. I'm recruiting this turn.
We did it.
We're
We
proud of you, buddy.
recruited.
Thank you. Lots of foxes. Logistics help.
You turned better when you didn't.
That is 3 of the 5 foxes.
And one of the...
Choose a different mood.
No, it wasn't fox. And have we done any over here? No.
Oh,
No.
Arbiter. I wasn't thinking you were going to move in 10 on your turn.
In 10?
Lost City.
This is interesting.
What does 10 matter to us right now?
I do.
We might have wanted to come in and blow it up,
To tell you.
in which case it would count towards our
You know
oppression if
what?
the
I'm okay
vagabond
with
wasn't
what you
there.
have to say.
Vagabond still has a turn to get out of there if we're doing that strat, though. It's not like the mob token goes off this turn.
We
No, I meant like if we go in there to fight.
still have to choose a mood.
Yeah, I don't know if we crack all of that.
We had the option to be relentless, so
We only have 2 prowess.
keep 1.
We only have 1 prowess, right.
Never mind.
I'm sorry. We have 2 battles because we have command and prowess. 2 prowess and
Well,
one.
if we
or
were
two-
relentless, then we would have 2 battles in the prowess.
Sure, we could do that too. But I think we probably need Wrathful if we're gonna think about cracking Wooden Alliance.
That's true. That's a good point.
But with only 2 battles, it's just incredibly unlikely.
Doesn't mean I won't try.
And then craft using stronghold.
Ooh.
We are not crafting.
No craft. I was gonna say a partisan's craft could change.
I wasn't paying attention.
I did. I recruited. I did it.
I was gonna say a partisans could really change the tide, but no partisans.
Awful. And now, when I command the hundreds, I can move the warlord too, right? That's
Correct.
like
Yeah, it's
exclusive.
just a warrior. Well, not just a warrior, but he is a warrior.
So
He likes to worry.
command the hundreds. We're gonna move 2 here.
Yeah, you should battle that Woodland Alliance so he doesn't organize it.
Yes, I'm working on that.
Sounds like a battle in 11.
We'll move
It does indeed.
2.
No.
It's
Unless-
your-
unless
it's
we're-
your warlord.
This will be my advance to the warlord. Yes, so I'm skipping on a command.
We're not doing a second command.
Right.
Not loving
Actually,
that.
no, I'm gonna use my last command.
You get 2 commands, so you.
Yes, I forgot I have.
Open the path and move 1 from 3 to 7.
Building.
No, build a
We're
stronghold.
building in 3. I thought we were gonna build in 5.
Advance the warlord.
That's fine too.
We'll come in here.
I don't think anyone's really
And
gonna
I
go
will
to attack it right
battle
now.
in this mouse clearing.
No ambush from me.
Okay,
Okay. And you take the higher roll. I
this is good.
one.
They're all dead.
One and
Although could have been devastating to Wooden Alliance.
It could have been a 3, 3, and 10. Yes.
That's a lot.
Whoa.
Whoa! Real quick, Katara, we've seen Iri Emigre spent already, so it's not in anybody's hand. An anonymous gifter, thank you so much for the 5 gift subs. It's very kind.
I will not incite. And then clearings I rule with no enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which gets me 3 points.
So yeah, I do like denying that mobilize.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sick.
I'll draw 1. And my turn is done.
Getting 5 clearings of oppress, also pretty sick. This is a good
All right.
rat's turn.
Especially considering we had a little bit of a handicap last turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to spread sympathy.
But again, though, what do you do about that? Like this
Saboteurs forever.
is a maximum red alert moment, and I feel like the table's still just acting like this is
Minimal red alert.
just yellow alert or no alert.
Okay, so we got 2. We are going to be revolting in Fox. So good thinking to get out of 12. Is that is a Fox.
And grab the.
Oh, we're not revolting. We're just
2
spreading sympathy.
points? No, 1 point. That one.
We've accepted the bag.
We could have revolted in 10 to hurt Arbiter and get a point.
Move to my
We could have.
daylight.
That's definitely an easier way to get rid of the mob and not risk the ambush.
I can craft, and I think this time I'm not gonna craft. First time ever.
And get an officer and free recruit. Yes.
I'm in
Yeah.
shock. But yeah, I do think that infinite, especially since we don't have that second slot open, taking advantage of it now would have been good.
Shockingly. To
We have Fox and Rabbit remaining, so it could have been either 2 warriors or 1 warrior, depending on which suit we choose for the revolt.
I think in 6.
I don't know Instant Noisemaker.
Interesting.
3, but
I'm surprised to see us using coins for Propaganda Bureau instead of crafting.
it
Well,
doubles-
no, it's
I guess we're a little bit far away from crafting it.
Yeah.
had to be a rabbit.
I mean, we have the Sympathy and 10, so we would just need to spread into 2, 6, 4, or 8.
It just throw a little far.
We're next to 4 and 8.
I meant for a move organized.
Oh yeah, I have a question.
Oh, yeah.
Training, because this base is in the Lost City. Does it have to be a mouse, or can it be any suit?
Train says matching the base, right?
Really good question.
Matching a built base.
Do any of us know? Otherwise, I can ask Guerric.
Sorry, what
Yeah,
was
we might need to clarify that.
All right, Guerric, could I have a clarification on that one?
The card needs to match the base for training.
All right, thank you. So it has to be a mouse. Then I
I'm
will
glad you know how to read, because I sure don't.
just train once.
It's the old adage of Magic the Gathering, right? Reading the card explains the card. Until they started printing a bunch of like Phyrexian variants and things like that, so you don't actually know what the card does anymore.
I mean, there was a time when all of my cards were in Japanese, so I never knew what they did.
Then I will immobilize.
And of course, there's the infamous Cryptic Command, which had no text, even though it was a modal 4 effect spell, so nobody knows what it actually does.
Move all 3 of these in.
Yes, Grumpies, the bird would still match in that case.
Charm offensive. Arbiter. You get a point.
Attack Hyper. I'm being facetious. It is very easy to skim things and miss it in the heat of the moment. I do it, when I'm playing games plenty.
3 military operations.
I'm being as self-deprecating as anything.
First off,
Here.
you're going to battle the mob in 10. Any ambush?
No.
We're battling in 10 again. Sad to see we do not have another ambush, because that really would have been devastating.
Get 1 point for that. Next 2, I will organize in 6.
I wonder if we have another coins in hand.
We might.
Let's
Spend a bunny to go to bunny and enable coins crafting.
It's possible.
Little-
The only risk is that putting a coins in the discard is Tinker could potentially go grab them.
But you still craft one of them.
It's true.
Unless one of the other factions has the 3rd coins card.
Also a good point.
That's it. And I draw
And crafts it. Lots of ifs.
2.
I think it'd be. I guess the warlord could technically craft it now.
I believe that is the end of my turn.
Arbiter can't because they only have 1 hammer. And that's never going to change. No, it's not. The
No, it
one.
could change.
Oh, sorry. I forgot it was Tinker for a second.
1, 2.
This lack of tea is.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
I think I forgot to mention it last turn, but the lack of tea is really harming
I'm
both vagabonds.
I would agree.
flip. And I'm going to craft this.
Okay,
There it is.
Alright, I draw a card.
That does mean that we are not crafting coins.
Yes.
So no matter what, if the Woodland Lines is 1 coins,
But-
we can craft it.
But
But
it means
Get 2
we
points.
craft both tea.
1, 2. And I'm going to use my torch to take that back out of the pot.
And there it is.
brutal.
I'm going to use my other
Poor Arbiter.
hammer.
Poor Arbiter.
Card has to match your clearing.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Good enough.
Yeah, we need to move.
We have to move and then move back.
No, because we could just go to Lost City.
Then
Oh, yeah, we could just go to Lost City.
We could.
move.
So we probably should have slipped to Lost City at the beginning of the turn.
This doesn't work if you move to 1.
Do I want to be in that?
We don't have another move. So we do have to go to the Lost City if we're going to both take it and craft it.
Where do I want to move? I need to go.
I think the question of this game is who's going to stop Wind Alliance? Yes, attack Cowboy. So like that's the undercurrent I've been trying to get across up to this point. In isolation, I'm liking a lot of these individual turns, except for the fact that they are doing nothing to actually deal with the ginormous Wind Alliance threat we're seeing here.
Sure. I'll go there.
I mean, this should be all hands on battle stations.
And then I'm going to
We're betting at the end of this round.
I know.
do the, what's it called? Pull that back out.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to be helpful.
Craft it again and put it back in.
And I draw a card.
What's that?
I draw a card.
He has
Yeah.
Marine Broker.
Sorry, Arbiter. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Make sure you get your points for that,
I'm
Z.
not happy about it, but yeah.
1, 2 for that. So I refreshed that, and that. I crafted twice, and I used a boot.
Because again, good tinker turn.
Nothing left.
We could crossbow the mob token. Oh, wait, no, the mob token's gone. Never mind.
So
We could talk to the table and crossbow one of the mice warriors. Like if we can get everybody on board with cracking this base, it could happen.
It could.
It requires everyone to cooperate.
We drew a card, though, so we're ending our turn.
Yeah.
one card.
Did we really not have like even a quest we could do or something?
Yeah, not that.
Not really.
No, we didn't. Those quests
Guerric,
suck.
if you're taking suggestions for rules modifications next year, maybe change the tinker so they don't start with a hammer.
Ah, yes. Just hurt the tinker entirely.
Been the stupidest interaction I've ever just seen. No offense to you personally. I just know I'm just very sad.
We are sad.
Yeah.
Mining the deck all this time for a T.
I know. I'm sorry. I really,
Oh, poor Zam.
also.
And that sucks as Arbiter here.
That hurts both of us a little.
But everybody better punch him now.
In some fairness,
Refresh.
we did draft Arbiter over Lizards.
Mm-hmm.
We did have another choice of faction, and we apparently didn't have the hand necessarily to support not getting T-sniped.
But we also might not have been comfortable with lizards, which is also completely reasonable.
Yeah.
By the way, the gamble is live, in case you didn't know, and are just listening.
Yes, gamble is live.
Gamble, gamble, gamble.
I know Insolent Noisemaker. I know, and having the aggressive potential of Arbiter is probably important for this matchup. I don't deny it.
He's already there. Are you flipping?
Revolt in Lost City. Revolt in Lost City.
I just think with where he is right now, I'm not gonna march into a base to hit a Vagabond. I just see the opportunity now. I don't know where he's heading next.
Here's my thought.
I mean, I do think there's a legitimate question of whether second Vagabond should go the way of the Dodo next year.
Does Arbiter increase how many I
I'm not convinced, but I'm very sympathetic to the pleas.
You increase how many?
If you have opinions,
Alright.
tell us.
No,
Or don't.
I already know the opinions.
I don't.
So
I don't know anything. I don't pay attention to anything. I meant more like in this chat specifically during this game.
But you could potentially attack twice.
This is admittedly one of the games where it where it kind of sucks. But it does. There are some really, really interesting double Vagabond games, and it tends to be really good for some of the factions that struggle. Like Cats win the statistical majority of double Vagabond games that they're in.
Defenseless.
I will say I am just surprised to see how much the second
Out of your way at all.
Vagabond is struggling in this tournament, considering they did fairly fine last year. Like, they weren't great, but they still had some wins under the
I
belt.
accept this
Oh,
Yeah,
he's
I
ready.
mean, you
He's
craft
ready, man.
2 Ts on 1 turn.
Yeah, we've
Except-
gotta hit him.
I'm
I
going
will say one of the biggest downsides for second Vagabond
fight.
is the fact that first Vagabond shows up so much.
Yeah, yeah. It.
Oh my
Very
goodness.
How many swords do you have?
Three.
You're
3.
taking 3 hits.
All right.
You crafted both T's. The Arbiter is now mad.
Attack you again. Do you have an ambush?
No.
You're taking 4 hits because you're undefended.
Does he take 4 hits?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, actually.
Hey, look at that! Another 4 hits.
Well, yeah.
And I think that's another 4.
It is, in fact, another 4.
I think it might be time to leave that beaver alone.
Is it, Ro? Is it really?
You get your wish. Now I can damage my bags, but it doesn't count. I don't have to get rid of items until the end of my turn. That's
Yes.
right?
The
Yeah,
end
if
of
you
your
forest,
turn.
it doesn't matter, yeah.
I'm gonna exhaust my last sword. Do you have an ambush?
Me again?
I don't even know if you need to do it again.
I'm,
Like,
It
I'm
means he'll have
I'm-
less
I'm
stuff
sh-
refreshed.
I mean, I wouldn't do it just because.
Forcing to get rid of items, to be honest. So.
you
Mm,
can't
you.
let me get rid of items because I can just refresh my tea at the beginning, and they'll all restore when I go into the woods, so I won't have to.
Yeah, you can never actually force the Vagabond to lose items.
Then
Attack Cowboy.
will be facing
I understand that point in real life.
basically.
I don't think that's relevant in TTS, which I believe is just
I will have left
randomly generating a pool out of the list of
this
pools.
turn, save for the fact that
Unless I'm mistaken.
refresh to refresh my tea, and then on the following turn they're all going to refresh anyway.
They are misunderstanding how recover works. Or not recover,
I think
You can go
you
for
were right.
Right, Pat. Vagabond is statistically more likely to be seen because there are 2 cards in the total thing, but that if you're looking at the entire list of valid pools and just randomly selecting one from that,
my turn.
changing
3 items.
the generation of the pools doesn't matter because you're looking at every possibility, not at how you're generating it in real life.
I'm gonna here so
You should give those to 10 cards.
just know that everything I have is
yeah, Evening's Rest is.
Sure.
Okay, so they seem to be misunderstanding Evening's Rest brings all the items back. They think that it will be They think that the Vagabond will come out of the forest with items not refreshed. Which would be true if they weren't damaged, but the fact that they're already damaged means that they're gonna be.
Yeah, so this is
Oh my gosh, so much stuff.
this is one of those. I wanted to get the faction boards updated for this purpose. Evening's Rest refreshes all of the items that it repairs.
So all of that is damaged.
everything I have
It should say in the forest, repair and refresh all damaged
And-
items.
Yeah,
yes, on this turn,
and I made up updated versions of the faction boards
but when I
with the current version, which actually just says rest in the most recent printing. It doesn't even say Evening's Rest anymore.
and one more of these, and that means when I come out of the woods and I get that second refresh, or the second round, I'm going to get everything anyways. So you can do it, but it's not going to make any difference.
That's also true. So like even if you have that misconception,
Yeah,
like
but
it's
Right.
The only
The-
way what I was wanting to happen would happen is if the bags were exhausted, but they're not.
If the bags were exhausted, that would be.
Right. So yeah, he won't lose any items from another battle.
In that case, I definitely should have kept that torch out. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yes, Katari.
You're gonna roll 2 3s. So
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not disputing that removing one of the Vagabonds entirely changes the prevalence of Vagabond in the pools.
Guess that's my turn. I don't think I earned.
No, it does.
Sword, which is
I said I'm not disputing that.
oh well.
that's right.
I'm
I might
confused.
get one on my turn.
And I put all these.
I don't understand. I think I was paying attention to the game, so I lost track of this conversation. So I'm just
And
gonna
then you
stop
just,
talking.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the card we were looking for.
Bacon, I would just make like 2 rows. Like
Okay.
almost like put another row of damaged under, just so then it's
Did I?
Anyway,
a bit more readable.
You had the last. You both rolls were 0-3.
The other one was 3-2, I believe.
But you were defenseless.
You were
But
defenseless,
his swords
yeah.
were damaged.
But you hit
so-
me. You hit me 3 times.
4 times.
Did I damage 4?
so two times 4 hits each, right?
The first battle.
Yeah, just 2 times, 4 hits each.
With Guerric now. Guerric.
What is the question?
Hear the
I don't
question.
know if you watched, but do you know if I damaged 4 items? I know I did. I know I damaged 4 items the first battle. Did I? And I know I did at least. I'm just wondering if I lost track. If I damaged 4 items the sec. I think I did, but I just want to make sure that I'm playing fair. So
Lily is nodding her head. Yes, you have.
I
Yeah,
did.
because
Okay.
you already had 2 in the damage box.
Yeah, he
and
already
then
had
you
2
added-
there.
Yeah, you started with 2 at the beginning of your turn
Okay.
damage,
Just
when
wanna
there's
double
now
check.
10.
Thank you.
So you're fine. I know I'm talking to them like they can hear me, and I know that they can't.
Yeah, second battle, 2 hammers, 2 bags. That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's me. Okay. I thought you were still on your turn. So I do want to just point something out that I think all the sabos are in the discard already.
Did they all hit the discard?
That was Sabo.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't thinking you would reveal that. But so Woodland Alliance with what is it?
I mean, Murian Broker is effectively not mattering anymore, so yeah, Propaganda Bureau is the bad one.
Sympathy points, regardless of the board state, because they can just keep removing my rats to score with sympathy, because they'll get a warrior and then they can, use their ability to organize. So just saying that if you can get it, that would maybe be the most valuable card to get rid of.
yes.
But
Switchfang, JrBacon is the father of the 11-year-old of Rackety Tam.
I will definitely.
They are both individually participating
all right,
in the tournament.
I raise. Goes Fox. How many officers? 3.
3 officers, yeah.
Do
To
I?
answer the question of what the gamble looks like while they decide that, we had 1 person vote for the Arbiter, 1k coins, 4% total.
Yeah, it's
1 person gambling for the Lord of the Hundreds, 300 coins for 1% of the vote.
I got
3 people for the Tinker, 1.6k coins, 6% of the vote. And then finally, 9 people gambled for the Wooden Alliance, 23k coins, 89% of the vote. I would love for one of those hedge bets to pay off. I don't anticipate it, but I would love it. Grumpfreeze, the Mario Kart sound effect is the mob roller we have. It's a scripted roller as an alternative to the die. And it just makes that sound effect because the person who made it's a goof.
But we love them.
Oh, 4 warriors in here. That is tough.
Okay, we're looking at that Woodland Alliance base.
Okay.
We're not happy about it.
Which we shouldn't be.
Yeah.
You guys are just having
4 is a rough party to deal
avoid
with.
that party for this turn. So
We've got 2 sympathy in our clearings that we don't want there.
Yeah.
I just dropped Wrathful. Might
Did we spread to 12 this turn?
do.
We spread to 12 this turn.
With the mob token? Because I rolled Fox, right?
Yes.
I have a random question. Do the paths separate clearings, or do they still count as one clearing because they're supposed to be like they're underground?
They do separate
They
clearings.
separate.
I mean, not clearings, but forest.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, they separate them.
This here,
It's its own tiny little forest.
forest from this up here?
Yep.
Well, that up there is not a forest. To be clear.
Even when they're closed, it's the
This is not a forest because it's not enclosed.
In daylight, I'm
by
gonna
a path.
spend a card to remove this path.
All right, all paths. Nope, never mind. I still see one. One path is still left.
And now I'm on to command the hundreds. We will
Let's put
move.
my socks back on.
Gotcha. I just heard weird noises coming from below me.
Let's go. Move one guy here.
Not getting a ton of items as Lord of the Hundreds is really hurting our game.
We'll move.
Lord of the Hundreds also has some beef with the Tinker.
Yeah.
Move these 2 here.
It's an
I
outrage.
have no cards, so you can draw, right? You draw.
Yep. I just take from the deck.
Not the whole deck.
That might have been the last card of the deck. Are we at that point? Yeah. Still Soto, as someone who doesn't know anything about meta, which Lord of the Hundreds moves do we want to avoid losing typically? That's a great question. The key things to recognize are that Relentless is by far our best mood because it's additional actions, and actions are everything. Actions are king. So Bag is the worst possible item for us to pick up because it's a command item, which is inherently less valuable than a prowess, and it shuts off our best mood, which obviously sucks.
I see. Okay.
From there, Stubborn is very good.
Stubborn is actually, I think, the most played mood so far in the tournament.
Outrage.
Yeah, Stubborn is great.
Worth it. So we're going to advance the Warlord here. You can draw, and I'm battling the Sympathy here in 6.
I'm very confused by this move from 5 to 9 if we're not battling that Sympathy.
Same. We're not going to be revolted on there, but we basically just gave an outrage we didn't need to give.
Oh,
Cut
you're
out.
good.
Is there any way to quickly reshuffle this discard into the deck?
Yes, you hit the refill button.
Woo!
Not until it's finished, right?
No.
Well,
Yeah, but the deck was empty.
yeah,
Oh.
at the point that it has to be drawn from, it needs to be shuffled.
All right, so when you
Common misconception, real quick. It actually refills the moment the deck empties, which is contrary to the traditional board game standard
don't amp,
of refilling when you draw from the deck next.
I take another card.
Yep, I get a point.
Why they did it that way, who knows? But it is what it is. Finishing our little Warlord class before the game moves too far. Rowdy is low-key great, and coins are a command item. So if you ever get coins from crafting, you should just take the points most of the time.
3, 4
That said, if
clearings with no enemy pieces.
you're looting for coins, it's maybe worth it to take them.
Points.
Can always lavish them away for
And I draw
warriors.
1.
Yeah. Grandiose is solid. Wrathful is solid, but not to the point where I wouldn't get rid of either of them.
Not
Particularly
scary, but
T is commonly seen as the best prowess item
Uh,
to pick up. That or hammers.
so what are we doing?
Look at that.
You missed my eyes go wide.
To start us off,
I did not realize we had that many supporters and that big of a hand, and I am just scared.
Yeah, because I mean,
Please hold me.
we moved into 9,
Meanwhile, I just-
and we
Don't
moved
hug
in-
me, I'm scared.
and we moved into 6, right? Because the Warlord was not in 6 at the start of the turn.
Correct.
So we moved into 6.
We moved into 6, we battled in 6, and we moved into 9. So we gave the Woodland Alliance 3 cards to have their 6 supporters at the start of this turn.
Right.
We just gave them like half of those supporters. Like they're random, but still.
If we are aware of the Lost City bug,
need a piece.
we could revolt
Is that right?
and damage 3 items of both Vagabonds. Granted, Tinker is already in the hole, but
I believe the answer to that is
Could
yes.
I?
what's the
Oh
question?
no, I'm in Birdsong. It's
You only need pieces to remove paths. You do not need warriors.
Correct.
The law here. Let me look.
Correct. You simply need a piece in either of the adjacent connected clearings.
So a sympathy does count.
Yes.
Fascinating.
Shaman, that is not wrong.
Any faction piece in the clearing linked.
all right, but it has to be daylight.
Yes. That is true.
Yes, during your daylight.
Then I will. This dang martial law, hey?
This dang
Yeah,
martial law.
It does. I mean,
3 enemy warriors for
3.
martial law.
Three,
3.
yeah.
we did set up very good martial law on the Warlord's half of the board. So that's definitely a hindrance to the Woodland Alliance. But not to their Corvid planners.
So Wood Alliance is what? 2-turn clock?
I'm just gonna
What turn is it?
It is turn
feel
6.
like chill.
So like that the answer should be yes. It's possible we're on a 3-turn clock because we crafted so many cards.
It should auto snap if you just set it in the.
There we
There
go.
we go.
Yeah, it is
So I move this one.
it is possible we are a turn behind where we quote unquote should be on our scoring tempo. because we crafted so many improvements, that's fewer cards going into our supporters, less sympathy going out, less outrage generating. The circle of Wind Alliance not happening. Assuming we
didn't revolt until turn 3.
And we didn't revolt until turn 3, yeah.
But it is the circle of death.
To be clear, though, I do think 2 turns is still very possible.
Now we're in trouble.
Now we're in trouble. Yeah, notably, we didn't get another base this turn. We didn't get another base last turn either.
Yes, I think I'll...
We have a full hand, so maybe we still get to 4 officers. But really, we want it for the additional positioning it could grant us. Because currently, the only move organized we have is an 11. Granted, we have Corvid planners, so we could move beyond 11 if we want to.
Could very easily do a move organize.
Yes, but
and we've got Propaganda Bureau.
And we have Propaganda Bureau, which solves so many problems.
False orders, though.
To move 2 rats from 11 to 12, please.
Okay.
It's technically a little late for that.
No, we're in Birdsong.
Oh, it's just in Birdsong? It's not the beginning of Birdsong?
Nope, it's in Birdsong.
Understood. Okay, so we're spreading... And then it looks like we're spreading to 11.
Outrage for that, correct?
That is correct.
You do.
Do you have a rat card? No,
Correct.
what's it called? A mouse card? No.
No, Fox card.
It's red.
A red card!
Yep, thanks.
A Rocks card.
And now I'll see if I can do more stuff. Ooh.
That was a little fun, just to be like, I don't have the right cards. Let me see if I can get the card I want.
Yeah.
If we have 2 Fox cards, we can go to 1 and just take over their entire right side of the map.
We are at the 3-cost section now.
If we might have 2 Foxes and just need a 3rd one.
It's possible.
Revolt in 12.
We already spread sympathy.
You're past your revolt step, I think, right?
Oh yeah. My bad. I can not spread sympathy either. Alright.
Okay. So got a little mix up there, but luckily that was caught.
About that?
Yeah, if we had not false ordered and triggered outrage, we ironically would have been fine to roll back and fix it. But because we gained a new card, we gained new information, we were locked in.
You could back that up if you haven't gone to daylight.
Nope.
No.
We false ordered.
Did you reveal information?
Yeah, he gained information.
Oh, I could have
Nope, you gained information.
done all of that before. It's okay.
Technically not, because the sympathy card I gave him, that was new information.
Yepers.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you're right.
I can't go back.
So proud.
That's okay. I moved to daylight, and now I'm going to use Propaganda Bureau to put a fellow in 11 and get rid of your rat there.
Interesting.
I assumed that was why we used false orders from 11 to 12, was to thin it down to 1 warrior so that we could Propaganda Bureau it, which, again, denies the oppress and potentially gives us a point of cardboard if we feel like battling the mob token.
Very interesting.
When Alliance doesn't need the mercy anyway.
That's also kind of true. They'll be fine either way.
Yeah, new tournament rules. If you have a good faction, you don't get to roll anything back.
Define a good faction, please.
No.
There we
I will.
count.
To me, it's just the top 4 factions of the previous tournament.
Sounded like we weren't spreading anymore, so we're in daylight. Propaganda Bureau'd. We thinking about what else to do? A 4th officer would be great.
I would definitely like to see a 4th officer. Maybe even a 5th. If we could swing it.
I will not craft, but I will
No tea.
brain.
No coins.
Coins. You
No,
know,
no, we were speculating a lot about coins.
Discarding this mouse.
We do have tea.
Little dude into officers.
All right, 4 officers is big.
I still would like 5.
And then
But I'm greedy.
mobilize
That's what another revolt can give us.
4.
True.
There's no hand limit for supporters, right?
Not so long as you have a base on the map.
5 after that now.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, the one I didn't get a chance to say this. The one problem with propaganda bureauing at 11, which I was trying to get to, was that's
Got it in my hand.
that's our clearing that's adjacent to our only base right now. That does not have a sympathy,
Evening.
so it sucks for move organized purposes.
I'll choose Arbiter to score a point, and I'll draw a card.
I'm assuming we're gonna do the move, organize. Why is there just like a stack of cards next to the hidden zone?
I do not know.
Then I have 4 military operations.
To be clear, the hand zone will fit any number of cards.
I will
That's not.
battle it.
I think there is technically an upper limit, but it'll squeeze more than you expect in there.
Bush, go ahead.
All right.
Okay, we eat the mob token, which is, to be clear,
I will.
fewer points than if we'd simply organized twice this turn. Move, organizing.
We still could do a move, organize.
11.
Outside of 11. I think I would have preferred to see that.
Yeah, I'm totally fine with what we did and then just moving out of 11 and organizing elsewhere.
3 points.
Just to stymie rats a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, look who's in.
But then to actually organize an 11 feels like it's inefficient.
Sorry, when I saw Slap's hand zone, I just imagined like a cell 5.
Got to remove that path. I'll do it.
Don't worry, Pat. I was laughing at Instant Noisemaker, not you.
And then 2 more. I'm going to.
Yeah, because we don't have the move action. Yeah, because I would have just preferred to see a move, organize, and then just a recruit.
Recruit once.
But we can always just move and maybe prep up for the next turn.
And. Oh.
Right, this is our 1 point of failure. And we probably have 14 points next turn, right? Maybe? What a sentence.
Yeah, move.
There's what, 12 points of sympathy on our board?
Yes.
1 to 11.
Kind of what I thought was going to happen.
That is the end of my military operation.
I'm surprised we didn't use one card to remove that path, because I know that was on our mind at the beginning of this turn.
That's true.
And pass the turn.
Yeah, because I feel like our only real threat at the moment is the false orders that I think it was Arbiter had.
Arbiter didn't craft it.
But they didn't craft it, is the thing. So,
I think they actually got rid of it at one point, too, afterwards.
Do you mean
no, they started to get rid of it and then
No,
took it
they
back.
got rid of it after that.
Oh, did they?
I saw it go to the discard.
Oh, no.
um,
You sure that wasn't the one that Wooden Alliance used?
No, it was right after the Tinker got the 2 Ts. I think Arbiter went full Chaos Agent.
here. And I'll organize them so as not to waste time. I get no points for that. I draw 1 card, and that's my turn.
And now we're on to round 7.
Yeah, and anyway, the point I was trying to make is that false orders is out of the picture. This looks like.
Well, you are all racing ahead. And
I'm sorry, Instant Noisemaker. I couldn't hear you
so
I
I
think
think
because you're typing.
if I try to punch y'all, I'm just gonna fall further behind.
Insolent Noisemaker, you should be more concerned if someone did hear you.
You have 3.
I only had that 1 sword unrefreshed.
Anyway, the moral of the story is I think this is the Wooden Alliance victory we've all been talking about since turn 2, 1, draft.
So we refreshed a torch, a hammer, and a boot.
I'm not gonna try to police y'all because I would just fall further behind. So
We might be doing some questing.
y'all should punch each other.
After the Win Alliance, I think they're going to jump up.
I was gonna say,
I mean, they're
I need
next
a little help.
4, isn't it?
I agree with the Arbiter, though.
3.
I'm not, like,
I'm not gonna slip.
you played greedy. This is what happens.
Yeah, and
Oh, now you've gotta hit him, man.
You can't take that.
Swords.
No, I can't take it. I thought
Yeah.
it was something else, to be honest.
Yeah, we can't take that, which means we actually don't get a point for exploring.
Wait, what? What do you mean you can't take it?
I
There's
already
two-
took his sword from friends.
Oh,
If you go to one that already has an item that you've taken, you can't take it. So it's just a
I
waste
see.
to the torch, unfortunately. But
Yeah.
You don't see that happen very often.
You do not.
Oh well.
The joys of double vagabond games. You too could experience this.
Such joy.
Sucks. Either way, gonna flip over a hammer to craft the sabo.
I draw a card.
No card draw. Grind Broker is for item crafts, not for all crafts. Yeah, that's a very
So okay, that should be fine.
that's a very common mistake for that card. If you're new to it,
To grab.
it does specify that you have to be crafting an item and not just any crafted improvement. They didn't pick what up, Mouse Fusion? Oh, the mistake. So far it doesn't seem like they caught it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep mining the deck. Gonna draw the 2 cards.
I don't think they will. Granted, I don't think it
Nothing useful still.
makes the difference for Win Alliance. I think they probably win anyway.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they've got 7 cards in their supporters before they ended their turn.
And we still have Propaganda Bureau with 3 other cards in hand.
Draw a card to end my turn.
I thought that with the items we had, I thought we were going to we did do a logistics help.
We did logistics help. We just didn't do anything else.
When did that happen?
And the sword that's worthless.
Yeah, chat. It is possible that the card draw ends up mattering.
And the quests.
I'm just saying more likely than not it doesn't. Fundraisers come out. What a heavy Fox questing game.
so this simply is removed. I have no
Mhm.
cards. So you draw. That's 1 point.
Yeah.
And I have no other mobs out, right? Yeah.
you got a point for that.
Yep.
Spreads to Fox.
Fox. Where are we going?
It rolls Fox.
Rose Fox.
Lost City, right?
It has to
I
be
think
Lost
at
City.
this point,
It has to be.
back in.
There's no other
So many
choices.
officers. It's like
You don't have a choice.
not.
I mean, are there any other options?
Oh, true. Here.
always hate it when you think you have options and you
wanna
don't.
make-
Yeah.
I always want more options.
That's true.
That's okay. Free will isn't real.
That's true.
Yes, 4.
May I suggest something, rats?
Yeah. What's up?
When they
That's a good point, McWarmaker. We did not even actually raise the
ability.
ruin.
Should have gotten that bag.
What?
Get rid of that relentless.
Would have gotten us a 3rd command, which is not nothing.
About your ability.
I thoroughly appreciate this game has been so clean until this round, in which case we just mistake repeatedly.
The table might have given up.
So much for pointing that out. That
I'm-
will.
I may
help
or
all
may
of
not
us.
be able to guarantee some kill.
How many
That is-
swords do you have?
That's wild.
What are we talking about?
Oh yeah, and then the arbiter scores a point for that. We need to bring him up with the pack.
We're gonna protector. What?
Gotta
I think we're gonna protect her
Trying to figure out-
in clearing 10.
how to effectively slow woodland while causing the least amount of outrage as possible. Because I
Well,
have to.
Any sympathy you take out is going to cause it. So I would say,
Right.
you know,
But I guess I mean more of like movement because I'm not close to some of like these.
Why are you making faces?
yeah, I think taking it. I mean,
I'm worried they think protector increases the number of hits you deal,
there is pretty much.
which is not what it does. Protector increases the maximum number of rolled hits you can deal if you then roll that number of dice. It's like having virtual warriors in the clearing.
You have the power.
So it's like if you want to send one person in.
Yeah, it's
So like if you wanted to send a 1 rat in from 9, and then put protector on it.
with my warlord.
Yes, but the thing is, protector,
Not
as you might intuit from its name,
have been.
is defense only. So it'd be exclusively for camping on 10. And
All right.
yes, to Katari's point,
I'd help you, but I'm in the fort.
Wooden Alliance just wins before it matters.
Hey, I had nothing to
They
do.
have no reason to care about the mob because they just win.
I mean, I'd love your help, but I don't. Who knows what'll happen? I'm just thinking. I mean, what's my best move?
I mean, it's possible they don't. There's a world where Wood Alliance doesn't have it on their turn, but the
lies we tell ourselves.
It's very likely.
Stopping his sympathy with adding with warrior, if you have 3 or more warriors, just martial
Right.
law.
Oh wait, I didn't recruit.
Nice. It's kind of a big feature of commanding hundreds.
It's kind of very important.
Okay. I was waiting for it. I was like, we should give 2 and 6.
Yeah, I shouldn't have left 11. This is frustrating.
You didn't leave that. You were false ordered out of that.
Cause outrage, but it might just be what we have to do. Might just be what the doctor ordered. So we're gonna go relentless.
I don't think Warlord can break the base either, Pat. That's why I was so focused on the table uniting against it, because I do think it would have required everyone at the table working together to actually crack the base. I think you need a crossbow to get rid of one of the warriors. I think you need a couple battles from the Arbiter to whittle down another 1 to 2 warriors, and then I think you need rats to crack it from there.
You can draw for supporters.
We're not taking our Warlord?
Thank you.
And then for my second command,
I'm confused.
We'll battle here now. Any ambush?
What are we doing?
No ambush.
This could go very poorly.
And all right, here we go.
Luckily, it didn't.
You take.
We would still only kill the warrior.
Well, with the relentless, we wanted to make sure we didn't kill.
See, this is what I wanted
Yeah.
to avoid.
Yes. Well, with relentless, you would have had to. I'm confused.
I got to move in there and do it again.
I'm so confused.
So now I'm on to advance the warlord.
I just don't understand what the plan was.
Wait on a second.
What's up?
What was the plan?
Yeah, I just don't understand what the plan was at all.
I thought advance the warlord. You may move your warlord with any hundreds warriors. Then you may battle. Oh, and your warlord. It's your warlord's going.
Yeah.
Your warlord didn't go with you.
Yeah.
No, I'm saving it so I can zip past this. I was hoping to clear it before.
But you couldn't move. You have to move battle and then move. For relentless.
I see what you're saying. So you
Yes.
could. Gotcha.
I'm
I probably should have just done it anyway, but here we are.
I'm very lost. I think basically we had a plan that didn't actually work,
Well, first you draw.
and it didn't play out for us.
No ambush in 11.
Okay, so it's removed. I score. So you have 2 cards there. And then with relentless,
So I think we were just playing a camping on.
advance. I think
No, we talked about going past 10, which
we're coming
what?
here. So
We
you'll
have at least one behind.
don't we only have one? So we're gonna relentless and just move in there and stay?
battle you in.
What? No, we don't have another. What?
I will.
I don't
I don't need to enlist the Arbiter. Well, all it would do is increase my maximum hits, and I already have 3 guys, so it wouldn't make a difference.
What am I missing? We don't have another action to battle.
I think they're interpreting relentless as move battle, move battle.
I don't have ambushes, no.
It's an additional move or a battle.
And
I'm lost.
Don't help him. We need to slow him down.
I'm very lost.
well, no, I will
Because
not.
that was a move battle move for the.
Okay, I'm rolling.
No.
We're battling.
Very anticlimactic. 1-1.
I'm not exactly sure what just happened there, but
Me neither.
I
I don't.
don't
It
feel
didn't
like
matter.
it was legal.
And
I don't think it mattered.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. So I've advanced. Yeah. So now, I can't incite.
Like I'm not being crazy, right?
No, you're not.
For oppression, I have 1, 2. Oh wait, 1.
Because we did command to move battle, and then we did prowess
So I get 3.
from 6 to 11. Move battle.
I-
Relentless moves us to 12, 10. And
Then we just gained an extra battle
It
somewhere.
looks like a
Yeah.
different problem, but I didn't really succeed in slowing Woodland.
And they have Corvid
Yeah.
planners, so they don't even care that
Okay.
you're camping on them.
1 sympathy and 1... Oh, 2 warriors.
Two
Alright,
sympathy.
so I have...
Two sympathy on my turn.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what happened, Pat. I was just trying to
Alright, so I have...
make sure I'm not crazy.
Like,
I mean, you are
11
crazy.
supporters, I believe.
Say 11 supporters?
Mm-hmm.
So...
Sure did.
So difficult to organize.
Whoever,
will...
PJ Darker, milestone achieved. What the heck is a milestone?
This is new.
Then I will...
I'm gonna have to look into that feature, I guess.
sympathy.
But
Whoever-
congrats.
Whoever in the chat is friends with Jazmorow, because I know there was somebody,
Hide them.
let them know you can alt-shift to look at things that are face down.
This is a stack. How do I split this up?
Spread. Right-click spread. It's definitely the best.
Is it a stack?
Rats, I can tell you
It's
that
not a stack.
Oh, here it is. Huh.
Rays will go through this turn. Because if you enlist me as Arbiter, you will not be able to destroy all your warriors.
But what if he revolts there instead?
McWarmaker.
Alright.
I found the anvil.
First off, I will spread sympathy to
Do you want to revolt first?
11.
I guess we're not revolting.
I
first.
guess
These two.
we're not revolting. Finishing the thought real quick. McWarmaker, you know how last year everybody had to leave and rejoin because you could see each other's hands otherwise? The supporter stack still does that sometimes. So I've been telling people to do whatever is convenient for them, either keeping cards face down in the supporters pile and alt-shifting them, putting them in a stack. This person elected to create a hidden zone to put them into while looking at them in Birdsong. That's basically what's going on.
We just discarded Fox and then
3 points.
spread to Mouse, to Bunny.
What?
That might be game.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Or maybe I'm crazy.
Did it go to the bottom of the discard, maybe?
It might have gone to the bottom of the discard.
But I didn't see the... No, yeah,
No, it didn't.
there's no scripted discard thing.
I'll then spread it to
Maybe we discarded...
3
No, because we've gone to Mouse and Bunny so far.
with these 4 cards.
Yeah.
With these all... How do I... Aha.
It was 2 foxes?
Yeah, it was.
For what it's worth, we could go to 1. Yeah,
No. It doesn't change anything.
it doesn't change anything. Or to 12.
And I'll keep these the next turn. And then I move to Daylight. I will Propaganda Bureau in 12.
It should be... We should be winning this turn, right?
Yes,
We mentioned a next turn.
I think it was a
And
joke.
I'm going to
I hope it was a joke.
We're at 26 points, right?
organize. No, wait, I can't do that
Did
yet.
we spend a card for that Propaganda Bureau?
Bureau in 12.
Not yet.
And then
Cost a card.
Does cost a
I'll
card.
craft.
We're getting too excited.
Oh, I gotta spend.
There we go.
Sorry, this fox card for that.
False orders. There we go.
And then I will craft.
We do need, well, technically, we have to remove a warrior for Propaganda Bureau, but
I won't
you know,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
What did you spend the Fox card for?
Propaganda Bureau.
12. I think we lose a rat, by the way.
Hey, Xander.
Hi, Xander.
Or should I say, hey, Xander stuff?
Yeah, sorry, I missed that.
No, you say, hey, Freddy Knuckles.
And then I will
Wait, Xander, shouldn't you be hanging out with, like, Jay and Dylan and Hector and stuff?
1 officer.
If you are, say hi to them first, too.
Yeah, I think that might be game.
What? So we trained a war officer. Did we craft anything, or did I miss that? You should be.
I'll get
We spent Woodland Runners.
more from my
Okay.
next sympathy spread.
That's tomorrow.
I don't see how you cannot win at that point.
Yeah, exactly. All right, then I move
Yeah.
to evening.
Okay, so we are not crafting any items.
One, two,
Um,
and then
Yep.
Why do you get? You can't. That second move. Do you have a card that allows you to move without rule?
Corvid Planners.
Oh no, you would.
yes, he does. I do.
Yeah, chat. Second round, not going to be for another week or so. Still working on the schedule.
Organized twice.
No details yet.
We needed to finish this game before we could.
Before we could 100% finish the schedule, yeah.
Mhm. And yep, double spread, dunsies.
There it is.
Well played, everybody.
This was a brief teaser between rounds. Paying
the people.
the people.
bushes.
Ooh.
Great game, everybody. Great game. Congratulations, Jazmorow, for that tremendous Wooden Alliance victory there. Very big burst. Thank you so much, everybody. I am glad we were able to get this game in so you could all have a round 1 game. And on that note, I'm looking forward to seeing all of you in round 2. And everyone watching, I'm looking forward to seeing you in round 2. Thank you for watching. We'll have it in a week and a half or so. There'll be news if you're paying attention. So
Yeah.
have a great one. We'll see you in round 2.
Thanks, Eric. Thanks.
Thank
Lily.
you.